What's up, Rampage Nation? Welcome to episode 8 of Inside the Rampage. I'm here with Coach B and the boys. So, today Coach B has a big signing announcement. Unlike, Deion Sanders, Coach B understands the importance of offensive linemen, and he went out and got the best offensive lineman on the market, Zach Thomas. Zach, how you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great. Just blessed to be on this call. You heard? Blessed to be on this call, man.
Yes, sir, man. I mean, you were with Duke City for a little bit. You were with Duke City over here last year a little bit. Then you got traded to Northern Arizona. What
No, no,
made you
no.
want to come to Iowa?
So it was actually flipped. So I was with Nas, and then I was with Nas actually for 2 years. First year won the national championship. Second year made it to the semifinals, the game before the national championship. And then this season, right before the free agent like signing and like the trading and all of that opened up, like a day or two before that, that's when Nas traded me to Duke City. You know what I'm saying? So, and Duke City was trying to get me to sign there so I can go ahead and play in the IFL another year. But, you know, that's when I got word of the AFL was coming back, and you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on this wave to bring something bigger and newer back. You know what I mean? So that's the route that I went. And I was talking to coach and
1,000%. New
yeah.
is always a good thing. So I think he froze. Asan, going to you. Obviously, you're in the content space. My biggest comparison to you is, Deion Sanders' son. How he puts content out there. Are you planning to do similar things this year with the Rampage and Coach B?
Unmute yourself, Hassan. You got to
Oh, there
unmute
we
me.
go. There we go. Y'all can hear me now. All right, my bad. Yeah, man. We definitely plan to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think, if we had a cap on to everything that we wanted to do right now, we'd be limited. You know what I'm saying? And so anything is, it's the sky's the limit right now. As far as anything, what we want to do. I know a lot of the inspiration has come from what Colorado's been doing with their media. But man, all it is just pushing it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're getting started on right now. And I think that's what the world is starting to see as well. So again, man, anything that you can imagine, anything that you think of, you know what I'm saying? More times than not, we already thought about it or we working on it right now. It just hasn't been shown yet.
And that's one thing I find fascinating about Colorado's content. It's not like it's the most cleanest content in terms of, viewership and how it looks on camera. A lot of his content is filmed on the phone. But these other leagues have had years and years to do it, and you're actually doing it in year one. So I find that really impressive. Coach
Right
B,
on.
I'm going to go to you. You've seen Deion and obviously what he's done with content, like Hassan spoke about. How important was it for you to go out and get the best in the game when it came to content?
Very important. I actually wanted to find somebody who was like-minded like myself, doing the same thing I was trying to do, and had the same vision that I had. But he put his own little flavor and his twist to it, and that's one thing I love about him and my other media guy, Amron. I let them know. I always say, "Be you, do you." But then we're gonna do it how we want to do it, and we work together hand in hand. Man, it been nights we've been up 2, 3 in the morning, gritting. Both of us at work on third shift, gritting it out, coming up with media plans. So what you see is just the bottom of the surface. We ain't even scratched the top yet. We ain't nowhere near it. Our media push about to come so hard on y'all. Y'all don't understand it. Everything I do is for a reason. And I follow what Deion was doing. I follow what a couple other people were doing with their media. And I asked Hassan, is this something that we wanted to go with? And I let him have full creative, opportunity on putting everything out and how it's gonna go.
That's super important. Hassan, you were a player yourself. You played for the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks and Rico Brown. Then you went down to Wyoming, and eventually you stepped away from the game of football. When you stepped away, did you always know you wanted to be involved? And did you expect the involvement to be in this way?
Uh, Man, I'll be completely honest and brief about it, man. When I stepped away from football, that was some years ago. I actually, the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks, they ended up bringing me back in the ball. You know what I'm saying? And so that was me kind of jumping back off the porch a little bit. So I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I jumped back in this football thing, it was more so like any opportunity that comes to me, I'm gonna take it. And with me being an entrepreneur, you gotta know you gotta take any opportunity that you get. You know what I'm saying? Shake all the hands that you can get. Soak it all in. And so I was able to, push my brand out as well. In anything that I was doing. And fortunate enough, it was able to keep me in this atmosphere. So I'm thankful, man. I'm very thankful for it.
That's what's up for sure. So, Zach, going to you next. I mean, you're surrounded by a bunch of guys on this team that want to advance to the next level. There's a lot of arena football players nowadays that are fine staying at surface level. How important was it for you to be surrounded by guys that think advancing is important? And do you believe that you will be able to advance to the next level this year?
Uh, Most definitely. I feel like that I'd definitely be able to advance to the next level. And to answer your question, I think it's very important to have guys and surround yourself with guys that are trying to move on the same road and the same path that you're trying to move. Because if I'm trying to get to the next level and I got the dude beside me trying to get to the next level, we gonna both, try to outwork each other and do things together to try to get to the next level. And I believe in like, helping the next man. And I feel like everybody is on this earth to help one another. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's always good to have competition because, diamonds, diamonds formed under pressure. So, you know what I mean? You got to have that pressure and you got to go through pressure to bring pressure. And I mean, that's exactly what we own. So,
Without a doubt, Coach B, off camera, you were talking about how your flag football team went 18-0. You guys are going from Kansas City to the Nationals in Las Vegas. So you obviously you know what travel is about. You know how to get a group of guys from one place to another. This year with the Rampage, first game is at Billings, in Montana. How is that travel going to look like for the first time, and how are you going to make it sure it's smooth for all the guys, including Hassan? Um, I think you're on mute, Coach. We're gonna bring Coach right back. I think we had some internet issues with him, but Hassan, we'll go to you. Kind of answering Coach's question. When you film content, a big part of filming content is making sure travel goes smoothly so you can get the guys in the best possible atmosphere. How much are you planning to show, and how much are you planning to kind of leave off camera, and how are you going to make that decision?
Honestly, it's more about giving a realistic feel of what's going on. So we plan to show all that we can. You know what I'm saying? We plan to show the good times, plan to show the bad times. We plan to show the camps. We want to do the hard training. We want to show it all. So they get a raw feel of what's going on. That's what I plan to do. So I ain't gonna put out no gimmicks, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the real deal when you get it from us. So
My bad,
We
Chris.
got
My
Coach.
bad, y'all. I thought y'all could hear me.
Yes,
No, I
sir. No
said
problem, man.
you said the first game of the season. I
Yes,
think
sir.
that's gonna be our hardest game, honestly. First game of the season is gonna be probably one of our best competitions besides Albany and in West Texas. But you start the season off with a veteran staff who are both AFL Hall of Famers, both played in the original AFL, and Coach Walker and Coach Bonner over there. So, hey, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna show out, we're gonna do what we do, but we flying the buildings, baby. We flying. We flying in style. We're gonna get in, we're gonna put on our drip, we're gonna step on the airplane and we're gonna step off with that drip and we're gonna handle straight business.
1000%. So, kind of, coming up on my couple final questions for you, Zach. You finally starting with you. You look towards this upcoming season, and you kind of evaluate the state of the game when it comes to offensive linemen. What are you doing to separate yourself from your competition, and how do you plan to elevate your game this coming season?
oh man, I just like ever since I made it back home from Nash, Man, like I think I probably gave myself probably. I don't even think I rested 4 days since I've been back. Like I came back and got straight to it because like I'm already, you feel me, focused on the next season. Like, you know what I mean? Because when I got back, I didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing football wise, but I just knew when that time came, I wanted to be ready. And when I showed up to wherever I'm going, I wanted to be a night and day difference between me and everybody else. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know what I mean? I'm training. I'm working 6 days a week, and I'm training 4 to 5 days a week. So like I'm getting to that. I'm getting to it. You know what I mean? I ain't got no time to play. I'm trying to come here first year, win a ring. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of energy that I'm bringing for real. Like I'm ready to go.
You
It's
see,
on site.
he getting to the bag, Chris. You see, he chasing the bag. I want to tell my boy congrats too, man. He just had another little one, man. So you know, when you have a child and you got another mouth to feed, man, you hungry, and that's what I'm looking
Congrats,
for, a
brother.
guy
Congrats.
hungry.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. That's love. That's love.
Yes, sir, man. Congrats. I mean, that's a huge addition to you and your family. So, kind of expanding on that, you having a child, it comes with a lot of responsibility. And in my opinion, being a family man, it's so much harder than this arena football stuff. How do you use that to motivate you, and kind of how do you keep yourself balanced on a day-to-day basis?
I mean, just I. It's all about the little things, the little moments, man. Like I just I take heed of everything, man, and I just enjoy the time that I have with them, every chance that I get, and you know what I mean. I'm raising young men. I'm raising boys. You feel me? To be men. So I feel like one of the greatest lessons I can show them is, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Me putting my mind to something and doing everything I have to do to work towards that to achieve it. So when they grow up, they can look at me and be like, you know what, my dad, he set his mind to this and he achieved it. So I know anything that I want to do when I get older, I can set my mind to it and I can achieve it just like my pops did. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I'm gonna instill, you know what I'm saying, in my little guys, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad that they here and can be on this ride and this journey with me. You know what I'm saying? They definitely gonna be front row at the games for sure, cheering they pops on for sure. You know what I mean? So,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
I'm ready. They ready. Let's get it.
Hey, what I tell you, Chris, like the character of type men I'm bringing in is totally different. We hungry. You know what I'm saying? We doing it to better ourselves as men, but to better our family as well. So you ain't gonna never sleep. You heard what I said. You don't grind, you don't shine, you don't eat, you don't sleep.
At
We
all.
always hungry.
That's definitely the Rampage way, and you guys have embraced it. You're great examples of it. Astan, my final question for you is in 2024, being a content creator, it's all about improving your content from video to video, trying to figure out what worked, what didn't. When you evaluate where you're at now, where do you see yourself in the next year in your content creation journey?
Man, big strides taken every year. I'll be completely honest if this helps answer the question, right? When I very first started this in college. If you'd have asked me when you gonna have your store, son, I'd have told you the next month. You know what I'm saying? I told you next month from then. And so I still feel the same way. And I plan to make this thing bigger than anybody's seen. You know what I'm saying? I plan to have this thing bigger than Nike, man. Bigger than anything else, like I said. So, I know I keep kind of emphasizing on it. I kind of keep, giving you a general outlook on it, but I think that's the beauty in seeing the POC brand is that it's just gonna pop up in your face when you least expect it. And I think that's what we're doing now. So, man, it's gonna be bigger. That's all I can say.
POC.
Come on, man.
I mean, I can speak to it, as a young content creator myself. POC definitely a big inspiration to kids like me who are trying to make it in this industry. So keep up the great
Much
work.
love. Much
Yes,
love. I tapped in with Sam, you know what I'm saying? So he knows what's going on. So don't even worry, baby. We're gonna bring you along too. We working on that.
yes, sir. So, Coach B, my final question for you is: you brought these two guys in. You talk about character. I can tell you bring guys with great character. You've shown me that throughout this whole off season. When you sit down and evaluate character, are you able to make a decision through that first conversation, or does it take you a couple times to really define a guy's character?
I'm a grown man. I'm gonna talk to them like they grown man. After one conversation, they gonna know how I'm coming at them, and I'm gonna know how they coming at me. We gonna keep it like I tell them, keep it real with me. Don't play with me. I ain't nobody else. We gonna keep it 100 with each other. Speak to me like you speak to your homeboy, because I want you to be comfortable with me. So we rap. You can ask Zach every time I call him. Keep it 100. I've been where you been at.
Absolutely. Most definitely. The realest in the game right here, man.
Real talk.
I could speak to that. I mean, Coach B's, great guy to talk to. He knows what he.
You froze on us, Chris. That's that Massachusetts signal right there, man.
Oh man.